It's Halloween, and this year I'm turning it up and getting spooky. Orange Squash Ollie and I will be taking a look at PT. In 1999, Silent Hill was released to the world. While it wasn't the first survival horror game, it became one of the most popular by focusing on psychological horror. These scares weren't meant to make you poop your pants in surprise. They were meant to make you reflect at how desolate and miserable your situation was. They were meant to get in your mind, and then make you poop your pants. The game was so successful that Ollie? Did you just poop your pants? Ollie! That Silent Hill received 3 sequels on the PlayStation 2, 2 film adaptations, and multiple game sequels on future consoles. However, after changing teams at Konami, the future games weren't too successful. Things looked bleak for the Bleak series. But Hideo Kojima of Metal Gear Solid fame and director Guillermo del Toro took the helm on what would be the latest iteration of the franchise, Silent Hills. And in order to hype up their game, they released a playable teaser of it called Playable Teaser. And quite possibly one of the most terrifying games ever. So, let's take a look at Pete. What was that? I'm sure it was nothing. Let's just start the retrospective. You start by waking up in a room with a cockroach and a door opening on its own. Spook! Ah, come on! Watch out. The gap in the door, it's a separate reality. Okay, well we have nowhere else to go, so it's off into the door where you come across a long hallway leading to the front of a house. The only thing on is the radio, which explains a number of domestic homicides involving a husband murdering his family. So, the question is, are you playing the murderer? Is that what you did? Let's look at the evidence. Beer bottles stacked everywhere, pills thrown across the desk, bad taste in art. Not guilty. I mean, just look at me. I'm a handsome gent. I've got mutton chops and even a suave mustache. That's the workings of a gentleman. It's not my fault my wife won't clean up after my mess. You see that? I'm telling you, I told her to throw out my half-eaten bananas. So lazy. Know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, all the doors are locked. So, time to move on and out of the This isn't the garage. Clearly I went the wrong way. We'll just turn around and... And here you have the point of PT. You're stuck in a loop forever circling around the same hallway over and over again. Luckily, you have beautiful decor to look at, like this painting. I call it paint. Or this one. I call it painting that's supposed to look like a clue in a video game but doesn't mean shit. I'll hang it in my foyer. And over here is... And now there's banging on the door. And a 2-headed cockroach. Cool! We'll just follow it and find a picture frame knocked on the ground teaching you how to press R3 in order to zoom. I hide gameplay mechanics in my frames too. Do you not? And with that, we find the banging door cracked open with crying noises. So, might as well see what's going on inside. That wasn't even at all scary. So we'll go through another loop and see what happens. Scary Ghost is in the bathroom door, so we'll avoid that, and... Nope. Oh god. Where's the run button? No run button? Nope. Sometimes in life, you have to be resolute. You have to have resolve. You have to say, attack! Oh. I did it! I am the best in the whole world. I'm the very best. So, time for another cycle. What's next? This time the bathroom door is open, and with a flashlight. Awesome, that'll be helpful. Well, that would be fine. If you weren't stuck in the bathroom with this weird baby fetus thing. I'm sorry. This is not how a baby fetus looks. Frankly, I don't even think the child's mine. There's no resemblance to me. Look, I grew out of it, okay? Eventually, you make it out of the bathroom, go through another cycle, and find the radio on again. Okay? Holy shit!
Fine, play by yourself then.
After being murdered by the angry ghost in PT, you wake up back in the starting room. But now that you have a flashlight, you can see a strange moving bloody bag and a tally on the wall. Is that how many times she's killed you? But with nowhere to go, back into the hallway. Oh, yay. Looking around, you'll find the photo of you with your loving wife and the words X to gouge it out. Okay. Oh. Forgive me, Lisa. There's a monster inside of me. Okay, so some story. Turns out, as was probably pretty evident, the husband, who you may or may not be playing as, has for some reason gruesomely murdered his wife. And why?
It could be part of a larger trend such as employment, childcare, and other social issues facing the average family.
Huh. Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. So, off to another fun loop, and... Lisa?
Hey, Dave.
No!
Ha, very funny, Dave. Whoa.
Great! So nowhere to go but to yet another fun and exciting cycle. What could they possibly do this time? Oh! A refrigerator hanging from the ceiling with blood pouring out! Okay! I mean, they could be more original. I feel like I've seen this all the time in movies, like the refrigerator filled with blood, or Blooderator 2. All the time. Common trope. So at this point you may be thinking, okay, this is all spooky, but where's the gameplay? Well, there are puzzles, to an extent. Like by going through another cycle, outside of the refrigerator going insane, you'll find letters on the wall. By going back and forth from wall to wall, you can cause the letters to move over and spell out, I can hear them calling me from hell. Doing this will create a unique demon loop with red lights and demonic voices indicating more of the story. These are the noises the husband has been hearing that has caused him to go insane and kill his family. And now you're hearing them. One of us. Stop creeping on me!
Sorry.
So on to another loop, but I'm not feeling so good. Oh, I don't remember this decor of these eyeballs, but I kind of like it. Adds atmosphere. No, I'm not drunk. I'm not drunk. Oh, somebody dropped painting. Let me just peek in this hole then. No turning back now. I'm a bad person. As it's indicated, you've murdered your wife and shot her in the bathroom while she was carrying a child. You'd lost your job, become an alcoholic, and your wife was forced to take a job where the manager was physically attracted to her. Also, that child is the fetus in the sink, and
204863.
And well, looks like I'm done with this game. What was that? After the glitch screen, you start back up in the beginning room again. But at this point, the first line makes a little more sense.
Watch out. The gap in the door. It's a separate reality.
And with that, it's on to PT's most baffling segment. And it's straight up bullshit. There's no joke here. It really is bullshit. The first goal is to collect the hidden pieces of the picture of your wife, Lisa. These are hidden throughout the hallway, and you'll basically have to search everywhere to find these. The only problem being, every time the clock strikes midnight, that indicates a haunting, and Lisa will come out to try and kill you. So, you know, that's not intense or anything at all. You can cycle through to 11:59 by going through the garage door, but you'll have a limited time before Lisa comes out to strike at you again. Most of these picture pieces can be found if you take your time and truly search, except for this one that requires you to zoom in on the pause screen. How would you think of that? With the picture complete, it's on to the next part of the puzzle, and I want you to bear with me here. Step 1. When the clock strikes midnight, walk exactly 10 steps and stop. Wait to hear the baby laugh. Step 2. Plug in a mic and speak to the game as if you're talking to Lisa or comforting the baby, or something. Stop when you hear a baby laugh. Step 3. Stand completely still. Don't move. Your controller will vibrate, and do not move. You'll hear a third baby laugh. This will trigger a phone ringing and the end of the game. Also, somebody figured this shit out! Somebody, somewhere, figured this out! In fact, Hideo Kojima, creator of the game and demo, figured it would take people at least a week to solve this puzzle. It was solved within a few hours of release. It was solved within a few hours! Your reward for beating the demo is a brief cutscene teasing this was all a demo for an upcoming Silent Hill game. Silent Hills. And it's never coming out. Despite the Silent Hill brand slowly withering away, PT was so well received it massively raised hype and excitement for Silent Hills. However, in 2015, Konami, the publishing company funding the game, canceled the game as the company decided to stop making AAA titles and focus instead on mobile gaming and pachinko machines. Because they're awful. In May 2015, Konami removed PT from the PlayStation Online store, and now only consoles that already had the game installed prior to that date can still play it. And thus, you have one of my largest disappointments of 2015. At only 1 hour in length, PT is the most terrifying game I've played to date. In fact, there's a typical rule amongst horror games that they can't be too scary, otherwise people will stop playing. Guillermo del Toro and Hideo Kojima purposely decided to ignore that rule. And I love the demo for that. So with that, I leave you all to wish it were, and a happy Halloween. And I'll see you guys later. See, I bet you thought I'd do that whole looping through a room thing, but I'm not that lazy. Oh no, I am that lazy.